Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Good morning and welcome back to Ho. Hey, even if I'm running late, don't freak out, man, because I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm a Taurus. I can't help it. So it's 11:41 on the 1st of June. New month, new week. These are the type of Mondays that is like a mid-year Happy New Year's. So you got anything like you want to start doing, redoing, any resolutions? Today's the day. Like the energy is just kind of lined up to like, I don't know, make a fresh start. I'm feeling a fresh start vibe. So totally could have thought about taking a week off, but then, I'm going to be really off schedule for my year of Herb of the Week. So I was like, you know what, just press forward. But just to recap, last week we did Comfrey. Didn't even get started on my Herbal Marie nerdy podcast for that. So that's on my plate. This weekend I did not do the next angelic herbs because I didn't feel like I had the thumbs up or the approval for two reasons. One, our next archangel that we're working with is going to be Metatron, and my vibe, honest to God, was just too stinking low to work with his energy. So, and number two, we need another week with Archangel Azrael because he is the archangel who safely helps us through change and transition. And there's just a lot going on in the world that needs to continue to be cleared and healed and safely trodden through. So that got postponed, if you were wondering, if you're following those, which was totally okay with me because, like I was joking around like Metatron don't play, and I really am going to have to step up and be in the right type of vibration if I'm going to bring in any messages. So anyways, now this is how this next Herb of the Week, our Herb of the Week this week is Goldenseal. And what is so amazing about this is the herb of awakening. I just looked up and saw 222. And it has to do with awakening and healing. We'll have a judgment card and a 5 of water card. But yeah, isn't this the herb that will then get me and us into a place to work with Metatron and bringing in some angelic herbs next weekend? So it actually really makes sense how this is working out for me personally. The world has gone just violently mad in a lot of places, so that confirms that Archangel Azrael, we need to keep calling on him, praying for people and all that. But anyways, our Herb of the Week this week is Goldenseal, like basically two heavy hitters back to back. Last week it was Comfrey, and this week it'll be Goldenseal. It is Goldenseal. So happy Monday. Welcome back. These are going to be pretty big cards. Like I wish I would have got an earlier start, but then I kind of am glad I didn't because I slept in till 9 o'clock. Woke up actually peaceful and happy, making my own personal peace with things going on in my life. So I didn't wake up in a pool of anxiety like I have been. So that was good. So I sort of relished in that feeling and that peace and waking up and taking care of me and brushing my teeth, washing my face, and just really like putting lotion on my legs. And so I did all that. I started a load of clothes, which I've been line drying because the sun's shining a little bit. It's kind of chilly still. It's only June, you guys. Hey, Pennsylvania, it's only June. It was like 60 degrees yesterday. It was ridiculous. But anyways, and did that, made some tea, took my dogs out, walked and got the snacky snacks from the school district. They're still dropping off food. I think they might do it all summer. I'm not sure. And then Yeah, talked to a friend that was also there. Their great grandma just passed. And, my heart goes out to all the people who have had to say goodbye to loved ones during this COVID nonsense and they haven't been able to see them. So, this sweet little old lady spent the last 2 months alone. And, yeah, like they truly feel like, she really went down fast because she had no support system, and like people seriously die of broken hearts. And at 92 or whatever, she didn't understand why her family wasn't really able to come in and see her. It's just, there's so many stories like this. It just is, my heart goes out to everybody. My best friend lost her mom. She couldn't have a funeral. Now it just seems like surreal to all of us. And I mean, there's a lot of, everybody has a story either in their family or close to it that it just makes you question everything, doesn't it? It just really makes you think, was this all really necessary or not? So, and was this done as like just to play with people and political and toy with people? And oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in the world like that. So, not to get into too much of it, but I feel like Goldenseal is here saying all this craziness is leading to what? Awakening. Sometimes things have to get so in your face nasty before you can see them, and before it sets that alarm off inside of you to wake up to some stuff that's going on in the world and to wake up to your spiritual journey. So we have 4 cards, but 5 cards because I found the nerdy card, which I apologize to Comfrey. I forgot to put out your nerdy card last week. I'm always apologizing to the herbs. Like, that's why I try to do them all beautifully and correct, but you know what? I screw up. I continue to screw up. So anyways, Goldenseal. This is an intense herb for me because it's not a backyard herb so much. This is a forest herb. This is a powerful herb. It's so strong of medicine. So I'm not surprised to see it on the tarot card Judgment. It's also on a tarot card 5 of Water. And then, yeah, we have a healing card by the Herbal Healing deck, and an awakening card by the Magical Herb Oracle. Let's just read the nerdy one for you real quick. These nerdy cards are cute. They're called Herbs and Medicinal Plants Knowledge cards. And I loved that they're printed. Well, it's from the Academy of Natural Sciences in Philadelphia. I don't know where they were printed. They were printed in California. Or they were published from a place in California. But anyways, I liked that they were Philly. They were Philly cards. Even though I'm on the other side of the state, like Philly seems like a whole other world to me. Like Western Pennsylvania is totally different than Philadelphia, but I still thought that was cool. Goldenseal. It's a perennial. It's small with stems growing up to 1 foot. Like really, you would just walk by this in the forest unless you knew what you're looking for. Solitary petal-free flowers with greenish white sepals. Fruit resembles a raspberry. Found in the wild in damp meadows and sandy woods in the northeastern and north central United States. It can be cultivated in gardens. You can buy the roots to plant in your garden if you have a shady garden. I thought about it a couple years ago because the one side of my house is shady, but it's just, it just didn't work out. And now that I have like a whole bunch of like water septic things going on that side of the house, I see why that probably did not work out. But the rootstock of Goldenseal is boiled and used for widely different treatments, including as an antiseptic, an astringent, diuretic, and laxative. It can also be used as an eye wash, which kind of surprises me because it's so drying, but eating the fresh plant will inflame mucus tissues. So don't eat it fresh. There's a caution, but that's all this card has on it. We're going to dive deeper with Goldenseal in these oracle decks. We're going to get the messages of awakening, of healing, see what the judgment card has for us. We'll probably end with the judgment. We'll save that one for last, and see what we think, and we'll gather some beautiful affirmations that I just really appreciate. The affirmations each week. You can print them off on my Patreon page if you go to herbalmarie.com. I actually have an index of all the Herb Oracle affirmations, so if you need to go back and print off any, I'm trying to organize it so, for our future listeners, they can find what they want to do, and they could listen to these podcasts out of order. So just, if one week you're just totally drawn to lemon balm, you can just go connect with lemon balm and those affirmations. And you don't have to be my patron to print them out. It's free, but you might have to sign up for an account. I'm not sure how that works over there. But anyways, I do appreciate everybody who's signed up to be my patron, and a few people have upgraded their pledges, which I'm like, oh my God, what did I do to deserve that? But I appreciate all of y'all, and what I really appreciate is just everybody doing their healing work, because that is my intention. That's like, I do like to have money to, I guess, pay bills, but my big old intention is to help people heal and help the planet and help us all continue on our spiritual journey together. Because even though a couple years ago I did not feel unity, I'm feeling it now more than ever, and I totally get it that we all have to help each other. And where we go one, we go all, but legit, we're all in this together because we're all in the same goddamn soup pot. All right, so anyways, make yourself some tea. The herb of the week is Goldenseal. All right, Goldenseal, let's go. So our first card is from the Magical Herb Oracle. On the bottom it says Awakening. It's number 5, Goldenseal. 5 is the number of change, right? So it's we are in the midst of global changes, personal changes, collective changes. In order for awakening to happen, if you've been asleep, that needs to change. And even if after you start to wake up, you have to keep on changing, because you have to keep on releasing your limiting beliefs. You have to keep on opening your heart, opening your mind. It's incredible how many different tiers, I'll just call them steps or ladders or tiers of awakening there are. You think you're awake, give it a week or two, and all of a sudden you're even more woke. It's just wow. It is just wow sometimes. So I love this card. You can most of these cards, you can see the plant and the rootstock. It's really not that big of a rootstock. It's just this tiny little nub in these pictures anyways. I've never went out and harvested Goldenseal because, I'm not a forest dweller. I'm trying to get more comfortable in the forest, but I'm more of a backyard herbalist, I love my backyard weeds. And then you go into the forest and you're in a whole different realm, okay, but I'm learning to identify it more and more. I have a bottle of tincture in my cupboard. It's one of those just in case tinctures because it's so strong, but it's something good to have on hand, I would say. So let's read the oracle meaning of Goldenseal. Oh, the other thing I love about this card is behind the plant in the backdrop, there's always these white drawings on these cards, and their eyes wide open, awakening. I am awake. Ooh, that might be our good first affirmation. I am awake, right? I am able to see all the fuckery around me as I see 222. 220 poo. and start to see how much of it is an illusion, and then start to get my feelers, my discernment, and start to feel out what is truth and what is truth for me and what is important to me and what I want to put my energy into. Because you can see a lot of things going on in the world, but what do you want to add your energy to? It's a very important question. So the oracle meaning of Goldenseal is the call to rise and rally is sounding, along with the power to activate the strength and tools required for any initiative you may be planning to undertake. Okay, let me read that again. The call to rise and rally is sounding. Now, is anyone else just like kind of like wowing right now? Because that is exactly what's going on. People are feeling the call to speak out on topics. There's definitely rallying and rioting, which sort of takes it into a whole different direction. But sometimes people, that's how they first wake up. They get triggered by these issues. They've had enough, and they hear the call. They hear the call, along with the power to activate the strength and tools required for any initiative you may be planning to undertake. So Goldenseal is kind of like saying, yeah, things are moving. A loosening up of attitudes is called for, or a softening of rules and conventions. Don't get caught sleeping or daydreaming, as the time has come that you have been waiting for. So light workers who have been like just patiently waiting for decades or years, depending on when you woke up to all this, the time has come that you have been waiting for. So even though like a lot of things like look pretty nasty in the world, it's actually, we're on the right track, I think. So perhaps too, you need to look beyond the surface of something that has held your focus. This is a positive message of a brighter tomorrow and an increase of finances and resources. Sweet. Good. That'd be awesome. For me personally, because I am trying to get on my own 2 feet after my divorce is now official. We signed the final paperwork Friday. So yeah, I signed the paperwork. Like the paperwork was officially submitted. I'm officially divorced, y'all. Thanks for journeying with me. I bought a car last week, paid cash for it. That felt pretty good. But now I have like nothing, right? And now I have the ex-husband like being like, I don't have enough money to help you this month. And I'm like, okay, well, let's keep our chins up. Our chins. How many do I have? A lot. And keep on going, because tomorrow is going to be brighter. So let's have faith that, hey, if Goldenseal says abundance and increase of finances and resources is coming, I'm going to say, okay, sounds good to me. But yeah, sometimes we do need to look beyond the surface of something that has held our focus. So when we do see things happening in the world, look beyond them, look beneath them, do your research, uncover the agenda, uncover what's really going on, and that in your life too. Like what's really going on here. So yeah, this is definitely going to be an herb of the week that wants us to stay awake, keep our eyes open, don't get caught sleeping or daydreaming. That's funny because I have been so sleepy for like weeks and weeks, and I finally do feel like I'm kind of coming out of that. And we got to loosen up our attitudes, soften the rules, and activate the strength required for any initiative we might be planning to undertake. So let's talk about Goldenseal some more. It's part of the buttercup family of plants. It is native to North America, and it grows naturally in deciduous, heavily shaded forests. Yeah, it only really grows up to like a foot or 14 inches. And once the plant reaches maturity, it has 2 or more erect, forked stems with 2 dark green palmate leaves. A single green-white flower blossoms that is followed by a green berry-like fruit that develops into a bright red color. Underground, a rich yellow rhizome develops. So that is the goldenseal plant. Now, magically, this plant is used in attraction, money, healing, and beauty. The deities are Athena, I've never seen that one before, Amarantau, I have that card, I have her in another card, Amarantau, I'm totally chopping that up, Venus, Sol, Helios, and Ra. So we got that yellow energy, that Ra, that Helios, that Sol, that sun energy, even though it grows in the shaded forest. That's pretty cool. The planet that rules this is the sun. The sign is Leo, and the element is fire. So goldenseal comes today with an awakening spell. This herb is thought to allow for deeper meditation when used in incense blends. Pieces carried or used in spell work will attract money and financial opportunities, and it is often used as a type of booster for any magical work. It is believed it increases the power of any energy you are working with. So there's a spell here that I'll just briefly go over for you that you could use to awaken and explore abilities that reside within you. Ooh, abilities that reside within you. So your financial opportunities you can step into because you have the ability within you. Deeper meditation. That's interesting. I had not really thought about goldenseal like that. Interesting. So if you gather together a lovely glass bottle and cap, a tablespoon of vegetable oil, some water, yellow food coloring, a pinch of powdered dried goldenseal, and a golden ribbon. So into your glass bottle, you add that little bit of vegetable oil and fill the glass bottle with water. You add a few drops of the yellow food coloring. You pop the pinch of goldenseal into the bottle and say, "Into the bottle, the herb of awakening, move with the tides and unveil what makes me." Seal the bottle and tie the golden ribbon around the neck of the bottle. Shake the bottle and watch the patterns and focus on uncovering your inner gifts. Listen well to your inner voice. So that oil and food coloring and powder, you'll see it in the water. It's going to make some patterns for you to focus and meditate and just, look into. It's like you're making your own. So this must be a clear glass bottle. So you can see, what you've put in there and kind of see what comes up for you. If anything just surfaces, you have to quiet down so you can hear your inner voice. Focus on uncovering your inner gifts. So yeah, when you put that little pinch of goldenseal powder in, you say, "Into the bottle, the herb of awakening, move with the tides and unveil what makes me." All right, so now we're going to move on to a tarot card from the Herb Crafters Tarot. It's the 5 of Water, Goldenseal. Now the 5s, interestingly enough, in this deck are all about threat, conflict, and adversity. So see what I'm saying about how current events and Goldenseal is certainly coming in at a pretty appropriate time. Because there's a lot of stuff going on right now that of course the media is totally focusing in on, and they're not going to show you anything good in the world, and yada, yada, yada. Hopefully by now you see the game. So regardless, though, it's a real experience for a lot of people. And the Five of Water is here with these 3 key messages. Seek out healing waters to ease your pain. A restored heart clears the vision. Golden hope dwells deep underground. So I love that it's like, yep, more clear vision, more eyes open, more I am awake. I can see clearly. So this is a pretty cool picture. It's an there's old growth trees covered in moss that line the bank of a rolling creek in a woodland area. When you look in the card, you can see that the forest is wet and dripping with life. A stand of goldenseal is protected by a barrier of twigs. Like they've made like this tiny little low fence that they've woven twigs, and like somebody was like, yo, there's a patch of goldenseal, I'm gonna protect it. So it's not like a sturdy fence, like it literally is like sticks in the ground and twigs weaving, around it. But it's cute. It's still cute. Like, and you would know, like, oh, there's something in there, But they use the natural wood and branches that were around to make it. So the young plant is thriving, but remains vulnerable. White flowers emerge, bringing hope. So Goldenseal and the Five of Water are coming in to say that grief is a necessary part of healing. You may be lost in sorrow or depression, unable to move forward from a great loss. Allow your feelings to unfold. While Goldenseal is a prized remedy, its survival is threatened by overharvesting. Tea made from the yellow root heals irritated mucous membranes, conjunctivitis, wet colds. Yeah, it's very drying. So if it's like you got a slimy, mucousy stuff, Goldenseal's your hero. It can also help sore gums and eczema. Goldenseal root medicine teaches us that healing can be buried deep within. Sadness can open up the portal to intuition. Though you are in the depths of despair, hope is hidden in the darkness. A small amount is all we need to get by. So it's like, yeah, that's why I'm always so proud of people for diving into their darkness, doing their healing work, because there is a spark of hope and light in there if you are brave, right? And sometimes that's just what you have to do. Grief is a necessary part of healing. So if you're lost, look for that tiny little bit of hope in the darkness. That's literally all you need. That's all you need, but it's in there. It really, really is in there. And yeah, sometimes it's in these darkest places that people open up to their intuition. That's when they get their dark night of the soul. It is their precursor to their awakening journey. It's part of their journey, but this is the necessary darkness that they have to go through. So yeah, like sometimes I just try to have compassion on the whole world and humanity by seeing like it is going through its dark night of the soul right now. But if people can just find that little bit of hope within, like humanity is so resilient. That's all we need. Like literally. So here's how you can craft with Goldenseal the Five of Water. It says, fill a small vial of bright yellow Goldenseal root water to remind you where hope is hidden. So it's like, just like we were looking at the swirling Goldenseal powder and the yellow, we artificially colored it yellow. So we would only have to use a tiny little pinch of Goldenseal for our magic. But yeah, start to look and see where hope is hidden. Start to look and see where your strength is hidden. And then listen to your intuition. Nourishing the earth restores the heart. So you're encouraged to support United Plant Savers and their efforts to protect this plant. So yeah, once people were like, yo, everybody will buy Goldenseal because it's amazing medicine. Well, what happens? It got over harvested, and it does need protected, and especially when it's in its vulnerable growing stages. So United Plant Savers do just that. So help support them, nourish the earth, and you know that it restores the heart. Then also it says to use Goldenseal root as a wash to soothe eyes inflamed and red from exhaustion and crying. So that's another way you can connect with this plant. So seek out healing waters to ease your pain. That means cry, honey. That means let it out. That means just be sad. That means just go dark and grieve, and understand that that's healing. A restored heart clears the vision. So yeah, that's your healing, to go in the darkness and the sadness. You look for the hope, you look for the light. You start to allow that into your heart space. It restores your heart. It connects you with your intuition, helps you wake up, helps you see clearly, helps clarity come to you. Know that golden hope dwells deep underground. So it's okay to go into those hurt places, because you'll find the hope. You'll come back with the light, trust me. But sometimes it's pretty intense. It really, really is. So if you've been lost in sorrow or depression and you just feel like you cannot move forward, you just need to keep allowing your feelings to unfold. Just keep allowing them to, I wanted to say spew out of you, but do it. Do it. I mean, sometimes we just only want to let out a trickle because we think that's more appropriate. Not really. Just let them just fly the fuck right out of you. So, and really just let yourself just get into it. And you'll feel better. You will. The release will be feeling better. The just looking at it and seeing it for what it is will feel better. I'm looking up at this beautiful blue sky with these fluffy little clouds, and then right above them is a straight ass chemtrail line. So anyways, just thought I'd throw that in there. I love you. Let's move on to our next card. And there's just sometimes where I'm like, what the hell is the world thinking? Challenges. All right, moving on. All right, I am awake. I find the light of hope in my darkness. So our herb of the week is going to be Goldenseal. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to say like it's mysterious, but it kind of, it has been one of those herbs that maybe has intimidated you, or you just didn't want to go there, but it's saying it's time. Energetically, it's time for everybody to go there and start to do their healing work. So that's our next card from the Herbal Healing deck by Sarah Baldwin and Ashley Verkamp. The Herb Crafters Tarot was by Letitia Guthrie and Joanna Powell Colbert. I'm trying to give credit, y'all, but if I ever forget, always ask on my Instagram, and I'll hook you up with the real name. So this next card, I love this ginseng. I feel like it's he or she, I don't know, I can't really tell the energy of this plant right off the bat, but she has light beams coming from her eyes right above the rootstock, and she's got a heart, literally a heart in her rootstock, because she's doing her healing work, and she is in bloom. So she doesn't have the red berries in this picture. She has the white flowers. So we're still kind of in that energy of hope still. Yeah, looking for that light of hope in your darkness. It's just so important. So let me get to the root section in this book. This book is so awesome. I mean, if you have not yet bought any herbal decks, the herbal healing deck is like the perfect one to start off with. And you'll love the book. You'll be like, I'm so glad I bought this deck for the book. You can carry the book and read it. The pictures in the book are in color. You know, if you can just read this book like a book. It's incredible. So Sark, the author Sark from Succulent Wild Woman, says, remember, healing is an inside job. Healing is an inside job. And that's what Goldenseal is encouraging us to do. It's kind of like you're already in there in your sadness and your grief. You might as well do some healing work by going in even deeper and looking for that light of hope. So Goldenseal is native to the woods of the eastern United States. It's a short perennial with a strongly scented yellow root. This root holds the medicine of the plant, which is powerful indeed. Its antiseptic qualities make it useful as an herbal antibiotic, which can be applied externally or taken sparingly for internal use. So Goldenseal, it tones and stimulates the mucous membranes, especially aiding digestion and the respiratory system. It has a special affinity for the solar plexus, which we've been working with last week with the tree guides. It was so yellow, remember? And I didn't even know Goldenseal was coming up for us, but it's just funny how things keep tying in together. So it has a special affinity for the solar plexus and the associated organs, such as the stomach, spleen, and gallbladder. But yeah, I mean, with, respiratory gunk, and digestion, Goldenseal, it is drying and it can really be a lifesaver. So popular is Goldenseal in this herbal medicine that the plant has been endangered from overharvesting since the early 1900s. So that was like another reason why I thought like I should order some crowns or whatever they're called and plant some roots and just sort of do my part to keep this plant going. With a long history used by Native American tribes, followed by acute interest from early settlers, Goldenseal has gained a reputation as one of the most powerful healing plants. This status has been sustained over time, causing the plant to become a quintessential symbol of healing. So when this Goldenseal face on this card, she's focused and intent. Like, she is beaming light from her eyes. So when Goldenseal appears to you, it is time to focus on your own healing. No matter how pure your intentions may be to help others, it is crucial that you first focus on yourself. As you clear away attachments to past trauma and pain, your innate ability to heal others will be activated. So I get you girl, I get you bro. We want to help everyone around us. But first, you do your own healing work. That's how you do it. First, you heal yourself, and then your healing abilities will be activated through the healing work you did within you. You really cannot help anyone else until you've done your own healing work. I mean, you can share your healing journey as you're doing it, and yes, of course, it does help everybody else. That's what I'm doing here. But until I completely heal myself, you know, I'm not saying that you can't help other people, but it's not going to be as powerful. Your healing will become more powerful when you are healed. That's just a fact. But, you know, I have never not tried to also still help people while I'm doing my healing work. And I think that's because I feel like I have to. Like, I don't have time not to. So I've always just put myself out there. But anyways, the point is, Goldenseal's trying to say is that you've got to heal yourself. Okay? So take some time, get in there, get your hands dirty in the darkness, do your healing work, focus on yourself, clear away your attachments to the past, your pain, your trauma. You have to set the example of clearing away those attachments. Really, that's the best thing you can do for other people, is show them that you have cut those cords, that you have cleared your attachment to your past trauma, that you're not going to keep perpetuating that into your experience anymore. And then, yeah, your ability to heal others will be activated. And you will be a beacon of healing, of light. You will be setting the example. But you got to take care of yourself. There ain't no time to be a martyr. That don't work. You have to do your healing work. All right, so this plant offers a lesson in both temperance and patience. Many natural healers end up depleted due to a desire to save the world. We must temper our good intentions with a willingness to step back and care for ourselves. So yeah, just as Goldenseal has been grossly overharvested in the wild, our healing energy can be depleted when not given the time and space to renew. So you cannot fill other people's cup up if yours is empty. You have to take care of yourself, or you're not going to be able to take care of anyone else. So this is especially true that we want to take the time and space to renew when we have been hit by challenging life circumstances and trauma. So on the daily, you should be giving yourself that space, but then even more so when certain things happen in your life. So bottom line, when our own energy is exhausted, we cannot hope to give to others. You must take care of yourself. And be patient with yourself as you tend to your own needs. Like really, like these last 2 weeks, I've been like, whoa, am I still crawling into bed more often than I normally do? Am I still just like checking out early at night? But you know what? I have to. When I feel like that, I have to. And so I can keep going. So make sure you're giving to yourself so you can give to others. But you first, okay? Goldenseal is not easy to cultivate, requiring proper conditions and patience. So one has to either divide the mature roots to grow new plants or harvest seeds in the autumn and keep them in a controlled environment for sprouting in the spring. This is also more reasons why I probably decided not to do this. Goldenseal roots can only be harvested for medicine from mature plants that are several years old. So there's a humongous message of patience that comes with Goldenseal. And all of this points to the need to trust in your own process and take time out for yourself. So you got to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with Goldenseal. I mean, you just have to be patient all the time. That was one of the first things that I deliberately manifested myself when I learned about law of attraction and creating my own reality and setting intentions. In my locket, when I was a young mother, that was one of the things that I wanted to manifest more of, patience. Because I seen that I needed more of it. I knew how important it was. It would help me in all other aspects of my life. And so I deliberately manifested more patience. And my other thing was self-acceptance, which I've had to have a lot of patience on that one. Haha, very funny. But yeah, patience will serve you in everything. Now you can make a flower essence of Goldenseal with those white flowers, and it can be used to help release old patterns, situations, and energies that no longer serve you. The flower essence of Goldenseal. It helps us let go of feelings of victimhood, cutting energetic cords to those who have hurt us. This release of the old can create a temporary void or vacuum in our lives as we become empty of the energy we have carried for so long. So it's like, dang, you just let go of all this baggage, and yeah, for a little bit it could feel weird because you're not used to being empty. But on the other hand, we also become lighter and experience a sense of freedom. We can then open ourselves to accept new energy in our lives rather than replaying negative patterns again and again and again. So you can call on Goldenseal this week if you are like legit done with that victim mentality, or feeling like the world is out to get you, or just being still so caught up in your past trauma. Like, not to say that it didn't happen, but at some point you are going to need to let it go. And collectively we have a lot of that going on now. We really need to step into our sovereign power and the energy that we take care of ourselves. And we're going to be forward thinking with eyes wide open. But in order to do that, we have to empty out the old energy that we've carried for so long. So if you've drawn Goldenseal, watch for ways that this process plays out in your life. This powerful plant offers a healing gift for you, though it will likely come in an unexpected way. It may come in a physical form, such as a healing of an illness, or an offer for a healing treatment, or an opportunity may present itself to let go of past trauma. This healing gift can also be forgiveness, an apology, a reconciliation, or an important message or new understanding. All you need to do is be patient, care for yourself, and keep your eyes open. So yeah, I mean, it might not seem like a gift to like all of a sudden be like in sadness and grief and despair and darkness, but it actually is your opportunity to heal and forgive and reconcile and understand yourself from a new perspective and let that shit go. So be open, keep your eyes open, care for yourself, be patient. Your healing gifts are on their way. They coming. Get ready. All right, so I'm looking ahead, and I think I got our affirmations now. And I love that like we're gonna be ending with that new vibe feeling. Like I was saying, it's the 1st of June. I still didn't even flip over my calendar, but I love doing that. I love a fresh start, you guys. I love a freaking fresh start. That's why I love Mondays. I'm like, okay, you kind of failed at life last week, but today's Monday, so give it another try, kid. So we're going to end with The Spirit of Herbs by Michael Tierra, and the Judgment card. So in this card, she's like reaching up towards the red berry. So it's cool that this worked like this. There is a trumpet coming out of the sky, maybe like a clarion call, a wake-up call. Yeah, here we go. New chance, new start. There is like a tombstone in the sand by a mountain that looks like there's also a lake. I'm not real sure what's going on here. We'll find out. She's wearing a blue flowing dress. And yeah, her hands are up, and this sky is yellow. So we've got that golden light, that golden energy, that solar plexus. And yeah, the affirmation is for this card is, I am reborn. The struggle is over. The heart has won and a new day has begun. So I got our affirmations. I'm like, yay. Good. But anyways, yeah, it's like we really do need to like keep moving forward. So like I told you, like, last week finalized the divorce, did get a car. Now, just so you know, it's an '07. It's an older car, but it was owned by an older couple, and they were the only owners. So fingers crossed it serves me. Like I said, I paid cash because I saved my income tax and I saved my stimulus, and I did have to get $800 from my mom to, finish it off. But hey, good job, Sadie. You almost got all that money together yourself. So that was like a milestone for me. So it's like, okay, I don't have much going forward now, but like, hey, let's just keep at it. And like already, like, I know what I need to do next, get the dryer fixed, pump the septic. Like, there's just like stuff that's always going to need done. But internally, if I can get into a good feeling place, I can declare to the universe, the struggle is over. Yeah, there's going to be challenges, and I will rise to them, but that despair, that sadness, that struggle is over. I've released the past. I keep my eyes open to gifts finding me, and I let go of past trauma. The struggle is over. I am reborn. So that's how it feels when you come out of darkness. That's what it means to say you feel lighter and you feel freedom. You literally feel reborn because the struggle is over. So let that be your pie in the sky. There's a trumpet. There should be a pie up there. It's worth it to go into your darkness. It's worth it to do your healing. It's worth it to not give up. So we've got the judgment card, XX. What's X? Is that 10? So this is the 20th card. Is that... Man, my Roman numeral knowledge, I don't even try. But this is the judgment card. Oh, I haven't got to it yet. And I am doing the herbal tarot podcast over Herbal Marie. It will be the next one. So if I do the sun, because we did the moon, so all I need to do is the sun and then judgment. So if I could like get my fanny in gear, like I could maybe be doing the judgment card over at Herbal Marie during the same week that we have Goldenseal as our herb of the week. That would be pretty cool for me. And then after Goldenseal is the World card, which was Comfrey, which was last week's. So it's sort of like all these herbs really are like coordinated and showing up, and it's just kind of funny how it seems like I really planned all this, but I didn't. The universe planned it for me, and I appreciate that. So if the universe could just keep on planning my life and organizing and sending gifts to me, perfect. Let's do it. So let's end with some judgment and the judgment card, and then I'll record the affirmations, and then there we go. New week here at Ho. So now judgment, the judgment card is ruled by Pluto. So judgment ruled by Pluto is the full awakening of the inner self. So we kind of got these in the right order for us today, didn't we, somehow? That it's like, yeah, we found that hope in the dark. We were patient. We cared for ourselves. We did the healing work. We kept our eyes open. And now here we are at the full awakening of the inner self. One now knows that she is not just a body or a mind, but a divine being. Ooh, that's good. This is the resurrection and the reawakening of the true self to a new state and sense of being. And like, not to just keep on putting myself in here, but like struggling with the dentist in my teeth, that's what I had to keep on telling myself. I am not just this body. I am not just this mind. I am a divine teeth in these. Oh, I am a divine being. I am a divine teeth. I am a divine being, and these teeth don't really matter. Like, yeah, I want to take care of my vessel, but I can't get into it because I am not this body. I can't get into my fear about going back because I am not just this mind. Like, I am a divine being, for fuck's sake. And certainly I can handle this. So in this card, the clouds are parting to represent the things of the mind that are no longer hidden. The horn is Spirit's call, awakening us from our unconsciousness. It breathes to us the new life's breath. So literally, I am reborn. The blue water and garment symbolize the flowing consciousness from the high priestess. Her abilities to see beyond and behind, above and below, are now part of the resurrected self. And that's what Goldenseal was saying, like, look into stuff. Dig a little deeper, see what's behind it, above it, below it. Like, use some penetrating vision to really use some discernment and see through the clutter and bullshit and illusion and see the truth. So her arms are outstretched to show an active receptivity to the ways of Spirit. The golden color in the sky in the background is illumination and our inner sun shining through. So yes, we are awakening. We are awakened. It is now time to make responsible choices for ourselves based on the new awareness we have embraced. We must judge how we will best use our newfound energies to create our lives and see where we can best express our talents and abilities. It's time to walk our talk and live our inner truths. So this is not a time for us to be criticizing, to criticize or be in judgment of others or ourselves, but it is a time to decide what the awakened self can do with the new life that has unfolded. So the judgment card is saying, yeah, you don't need to be judging, you don't need to be criticizing yourself or anyone else. What you need to do is decide what you want to do with this new awakened awareness. Like, honey, now you woke, you've done your healing work, you've released that victim mentality, you're feeling that willpower, that solar plexus power, that new identity and strength. What would you like to do with it? If I pulled a card yesterday for myself and it said, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew you were going to be 100% supported, what would you like to do? That's what you should be doing. Expressing your talents, your abilities, and using your newfound energies to create your life. So Goldenseal is the herb of awakening. Goldenseal has the capacity to clear out the old congested ways and make way for the new. So spiritually, when we have bitter emotions like grief and astringent emotions such as fear, Goldenseal can clear that away and replace them with a purified palette for life. So this powerful herb has the ability to bring clarity as to what our purpose is in being here and can help us confront the fears and misgivings we may have about expressing and living our inner truths. So that's what the awakening spell was, the very first spell that we did. It even said, right, into the bottle, the herb of awakening, move with the tides and unveil what makes me. Show me who I am. Show me what my talents are. Show me my abilities so I know who I am. So I know who I am. So I know what my purpose is in being here. I know what the point is, right? Help me see what the point is. Help me confront my fears and my misgivings and my misperceptions and my negative belief systems that are just total lies. Help me clear away that so I can express myself, my true self, live my real truth. So the pungent smell of Goldenseal can help change our inner attitude about ourselves. Now, medicinally, like we were talking about, it can be used to remove mucus, congestion, reduce inflammation, clear toxins, restore and strengthen the liver and stomach. It's bitter. This bitter and astringent herb also has the properties of being antibiotic and antiseptic. So we've got some spells we can do. We can carry a piece of the root as an amulet. We can smell it, right, to help us change our inner attitude about ourselves. We talked about using a flower essence. There's a lot of different ways we can use the healing qualities of Goldenseal. But remember, disclaim out the wazoo. Don't overuse it. Only use it if you really have to, I would say. It's powerful stuff. But you can take capsules of it, just a couple a day if you have a cold or flu or infections. But prolonged use of this herb in large doses can diminish the favorable bacteria in the intestines. And you don't want to do that because you want to keep it's powerful medicine. If you need it, use it, but don't overuse it. Don't use it for too long. You don't want to interfere with the assimilation of your B vitamins. So if you do use Goldenseal, the Spirit of Herbs recommends also using some miso soup or acidophilus to just kind of encourage the good bacteria. Big disclaimer, this herb is not to be taken by pregnant women or by those with hypertension, as it is a uterine stimulant and is hypertensive. Okay? Now, the key words with this judgment card, it is awakening to the inner truth. Now I want to add more to our affirmations. These are so good. I am awake. I am awake to the inner truth. Maybe I will extend that one since I haven't recorded yet. Deciding and judging one's actions for the future. I love that Goldenseal has us forward looking, has us in our place of resilient power. So Goldenseal judgment is all about new perceptions, deciding the value and worth of a matter, seeing one's creative purpose, seeing your creative purpose. That's cool. Time to walk your talk. That's overdue. We need to be doing it all the damn time. Opening up to another dimension of the self and life. Need to wake up to overindulgence, so you really cannot turn a blind eye to anything anymore. And if this card is signifying craving, extremes in pleasure, or overindulgence, it might be time for atonement. You guys, it's just, if you're on a spiritual journey at some point, it's like you just can't even let any bullshit slide, especially your own. So anyways, the struggle is over. The heart has won. I am reborn. A new day has begun. So that is our herb of the week, Goldenseal. So let's just get our affirmations going on. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our incredible herb of the week, Goldenseal. And I dedicate them all to you. Thank you. I am awake. I find the light of hope in my darkness. With patience, I care for myself and do my healing work. I keep my eyes open to gifts finding me, and I let go of past trauma. I am reborn. The struggle is over. The heart has won, and a new day has begun. I am awake. I find the light of hope in my darkness. With patience, I care for myself and do my healing work. I keep my eyes open to gifts finding me, and I let go of past trauma. I am reborn. The struggle is over. The heart has won, and a new day has begun. And so it is. Dang. Well, thank you so very, 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 very much for hanging out, awakening with me, awakening more with me, healing more with me, walking our talk more with me. I just am so proud of us all the time. So I hope you feel the same way. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week, you guys. It's going to be a stable week. It's going to be a necessary week. We're going to feel the energy shift this week. We got some new vibes. A new day has begun. So we're going to really head into June and really let that light shine into our life, and then let it shine out of our life, shine it into the dark, let the light just bam, just like the Goldenseal picture on the herbal healing deck card. Like, she is laser beaming light out of her eyes. So let that be our new attitude for the week. People be like, why are you looking at me strange? Be like, I'm shining light on you, fool. And love. And lots of love. So thanks so much. Happy to be hanging out with our herb of the week this week, Goldenseal. Powerful and necessary and perfectly timed. So yeah, dang, I'm blown away a little bit. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do some tarot cards. Let's do it. And then Wednesday, we're going to manifest more grace. Can't wait. Much love to you.